After Charlie Brown's team lose their first game of the season, combined with a string of losses from last year's season, all of his players throw down their caps in disgust and quit. Charlie Brown is left depressed as he ponders resigning as manager, to which his annoyance, Snoopy offers him a pen and paper to do so. His hopes are raised when Linus speaks to Mr. Hennessy, the owner of the hardware store, who offers to sponsor Charlie Brown's team, buy them baseball uniforms, and incorporate them into a real league. Charlie Brown eagerly accepts and shares the news with his friends. Lucy is apprehensive, but says if Charlie Brown can really get the team uniforms, it will give him another chance to return to the team. Later on, during a phone call with Mr. Hennessy, he learns that the league does not allow girls or dogs, meaning in order to keep his sponsorship of the promised uniforms, he'll have to drop Lucy, Violet, Patty, Frida, and Snoopy. Unwilling to sacrifice his friends, Charlie Brown is forced to turn down Mr. Hennessy's offer, breaking the bad news to Linus. Linus warns Charlie Brown that the team will become furious and refuse to play baseball with him again. Charlie Brown decides to postpone sharing the news, hoping that their lifted spirits will drive them to win and they will forget all about the uniforms. Despite Linus's warnings, Charlie Brown goes through with idea. True to his predictions, the team initially plays well, but they ultimately lose when Charlie Brown becomes overly confident about stealing home base, only for his attempts to tie the game by doing so fails. Charlie Brown receives a scolding from several of his now furious teammates for this blunder. He's then told by Lucy and Violet that if it were not for the uniforms and the league deal, they would quit. Charlie Brown hesitantly reveals that he severed their deal, garnering him even more anger. However, after the entire team storms off, Linus reveals what really happened and why Charlie Brown refused the deal. Schroeder, believing they had gone too far, calls out the girls and Snoopy for never treating Charlie Brown as a friend, despite his willingness to sacrifice his dignity for the team. They feel terrible and decide to make it up for him by making him a uniform of his own. They do so with the only material they have available, Linus's beloved security blanket. The girls and Snoopy present the newly made uniform, complete with the words, "Our manager," on the front, to Charlie Brown, who is very pleased with it. He's determined that his team will win the next day, but it rains, so no one on the team or the opposing side come to the baseball field. No one, that is, except Charlie Brown and Snoopy, who is surfing in the puddles. Linus arrives at Charlie Brown stubbornly insists people will show up. Linus finally cries out about the fate of his blanket, prompting a dejected Charlie Brown to let him hold the shirt tail. The two of them stand together in the pouring rain.